Hello, dear hearts. Victoria here. I come to you this lovely Monday. Oh, look, there's a roadrunner right here. Look at him. How funny. The roadrunner comes to you too. Roadrunner totem. We'll have to look that up. Hello. Hello there. She wants food. All right, so back to the reading. I pulled a couple cards for this week. We are in our first day of Sagittarius. Happy Sagittarius season. And it's interesting because we got all major arcana in this 3-card pull. So you can hear all the birds, they're flying. It's dinner time, so they're eating, but then every movement they fly. Okay, so we got Master Halarion. This in the major arcana is the Hierophant card. And then we got the Reflection, which is the Moon card. And then we got the Judgment card, Will, Wisdom, and Mind. I think it's very interesting that they are all major arcana, spiritual forces, those greater forces of the divine moving around and through our lives. And I think it's really awesome, us moving into Sagittarius season, that you have like the higher philosophy of learning and knowledge, bringing spirit into the realm of, earth through structure. This is through structure, it could be a religious space, a temple, but whatever it is, it's bringing those higher thoughts of the mind into the physical. And Sagittarius, as you know, some of you don't, it is that sign that loves to bring those ideas of the mind, of spirit, of philosophy, of the higher presence, and study it and talk about it and go back and forth about it and dissect it and kind of just like, what is this, and bring it forward into constant learning of that subject and other subjects too. And then you have the Moon card, which also relates to the sign of Pisces. I mean, specifically, the moon is the moon in the major arcana, but also the sign of Pisces comes to mind, and that's the opposite sign of, well, no, it's not the opposite sign of Sagittarius, but it relates to Sagittarius in the way that it's mutable, like Sagittarius is mutable, but it's the opposite. You have that reflection, that dreaminess, the insights, the intuitiveness that comes in the night, through the subtle, soft, intuitive kind of flow, very yin-like. And then you have the Judgment card, which herein is represented by will, wisdom, and mind. When I studied in the Hermetic orders, we had a triad that we called love, wisdom, or love, truth, and knowledge. But wisdom sometimes was interchanged with knowledge, or with I guess in this one would be mind, but it's that idea of with love, truth, and knowledge. You have that perfect triad to bring forth the divine energies of into life. So you have that discernment and that love that brings to life creation, and that structure and passion that also brings it to life. So this deck, for some of you may recognize it, some of you may not. This is the Akashic Tarot, and I've been using this deck for quite some time. I really do love it. It was between this and my Everyday Witches Oracle deck, and I just was like, you know what, I'm feeling the flow of this one. So I'm going to go ahead and kind of just read to you from the book, just because I always feel like the book has something to offer. I always think it's great to do readings, just like this, but it's also nice to kind of read what the book has, and sometimes the book has nice meditations. I apologize for the moving around of the camera. Sometimes I don't always notice it when I'm, reading or talking. And we have crystals up here. So this is beautiful. It's a hematite and pyrite. Just gorgeous for grounding and bringing in prosperity. Also dispelling negativity. We have amethyst right here. connecting to the higher realms of consciousness and angelic realms. Also, eliminating negativity of the mind and the thought and the consciousness. But it's really good for definitely connecting with the crown chakra. This is more like a base chakra, crown chakra. And this would be more like a sacral and solar plexus. This is orange calcite. I call this the happy stone. Orange calcite is wonderful when you just want to raise your spirits and lift your consciousness and focus on the happy side of life. Whenever I see it, it just makes me happy. I don't know, it's something about it. And this definitely would relate to the solar plexus, sacral chakra. So it always looks like candy to me. I just want to show you the roadrunner again. She's up there. Let's see. Look at her. She's watching me. She wants some food. We have some food inside for her. So back to the reading. Okay, so in the first part is Hilarion. So let me go over here. Hilarion, so seen here with spirit and the implements of study and scientific discovery. Hilarion is a powerful ascended master and a wonderful connection to the front of information that the Akashic records hold. He is the master of research, science, truth, healing, logical mind, concrete knowledge, and spirit communication. So if you've been thinking about pursuing an endeavor in these areas, now is the time to start. Like the angels and other masters, Hilarion is always available to you, and receiving this card is telling you that his assistance is close at hand. If you are working on a project that requires research, a strong academic approach, and attention to detail, it's full steam ahead. It's time to open up to this master's energy if you have a job that involves any type of evidence detection and drawing conclusions from that discovery. These types of jobs include scientific research, mediumship, forensic activity, the law, medical testing, and more. These and similar activities should be on the rise for you now. This is the time to bring a logical approach to all your pursuits. Hilarion is right there with you, blessing you with help, clarity, and direction. So yes, bringing that detailed sight to life, seeing behind the scenes. Another great crystal for that is sodalite. Sodalite's really good for seeing past the illusions and the bullshit and seeing into what's really going on with the matter. Also, of course, that would relate to the owl as a animal medicine for seeing through the darkness. Also, bat is really good for seeing through the darkness. So the meditation here is close your eyes and sense that Master Halarion beside you, that he is beside you. Feel your energy lift and your vibration quicken. Notice a new mental energy of alertness and easy understanding. Your mind is open like a boundless sky and everything becomes clear and bright. Bring that brightness to any issue in your life that needs clarity now. And if you want, you can go ahead and pause the recording and do that meditation right now. And then when you feel ready, move on to the next one. So the next card is Reflection, the Moon card. This is traditionally the Moon card. And it's this gorgeous sight right here of a little sailboat going over a lake in the night sky. So a full moon shines brightly over a quiet lake as a small ship glides gently through the water. The glow of the ship's lantern is reflected on the lake's surface, along with the moonlight from above. This card can sometimes show a trip, particularly a trip over or by water. Most important, it can reveal to you that you have a direct line to your psychic gifts. And we always have a direct line, but sometimes it's stronger than others. You're also more aware of your emotions and more reflective about them. You recognize the differences between your intuitive voice, which is calm and assured, and your lower emotional compulsions, which are urgent and sometimes fear-based. Let yourself gain even greater clarity and control over your emotions now. This also would be a great time for you to take classes in meditation, psychic development, counseling, healing, and other psychological and spiritual arts. If you have such an interest, your yin side is wide open and your receptivity is high. Trust your inner vision and you will be guided to greatness. Whoops. Guided to greatness. And the meditation is, and you can always pause this after this and sit with this for a bit. Close your eyes and feel yourself filled with an emotional peace as calm as a still lake. You are now in a state of intuitive reflection. Open yourself to a word or image from spirit and trust the first thing you get. Let yourself receive. And then the last card is will, wisdom, and mind. A gold crown of power and authority rests above the Celtic Trinity knot. On the other side of the Celtic knot are three alchemical symbols for fire, water, below for fire and water, and below is the ancient three-legged symbol of the coat of arms from the Isle of Man. This card brings with it a time of enormous power, balance, and expansion and expression. The first three rays, or the energies of the divine, move within you equally: power and will, love and wisdom, and intellect or mind. You are working intimately, even if you're not conscious with it, with the ascended masters who are linked to these energies. With the participation of the masters, you can raise your focus into a higher power and purpose. You can combine the fire of creativity with the water of receptivity in order to make your contribution to the world. With the gold crown raised high, you are likely to find yourself in a significant position of authority and influence at this time. It is likely to be a phase of great activity, but you can handle it. With these powers in play, you're able to discipline yourself and bring together the meditation, creativity, rest, and actions required. Take advantage of this time. Use these powers well. They are nothing less than the divine forces moving through you so you can manifest that power in the world. So beautiful. And so true. When you have these powers, water, fire, air, spirit, balanced in your life, you can manifest beautiful things. And when you're in connection with the ascended masters, your higher presence, the angels, they want to bring forth just amazing aspects of divinity, into the physical world. And when you're open to that, you and them can work together in many amazing ways. The meditation here is: the power, heart, and mind of God dwell within you. Close your eyes and feel these divine forces. Your energy grows, your heart overflows with love, and your mind is as boundless as the sky. Feel yourself expand to limitlessness. All right, so go ahead and you can sit with that for a while if you like. You can pause this recording. Again, thank you for joining me. I will be doing my readings. If you are interested in booking a private reading, you can always message me. I am doing them over Zoom and over the phone, and then I'm also doing them in the shop in San Pedro if you are in the area, and you can book one while I'm there. You'd have to book one ahead of time because my schedule changes sometimes. And just wishing you a wonderful holiday week. Stay calm, breathe, call in that higher presence into every day, every moment, and take time to have your own space as we move through this time. And I really love the Sagittarius season. I find it just so expansive and lots of light, higher knowledge coming through. So sending that along to you as well, and many blessings. And let's see, it's almost sunset. Let me see if I can get a sunset. My mom's chimenea, she moved to Texas, so we went ahead and took it. Many fires have been burned within there, so you can't really see it because the light pulls, but there's a sun. It's heading towards the the mountains over here out in the desert, and I think I may try to do a resin piece, some resin pieces with the last bit of sunlight left here. See if I can switch. So hope you're doing good and just having a simple day here in the desert, enjoying ourselves. Gonna barbecue tonight, salmon. So excited. My favorite thing has been like corn on the cob, fresh corn, salmon, potatoes. Yeah, it's been good. So you take care. Sending you lots of love. Bye.